Hello everyone, this is Jasmina, and in this video I'm going to talk about the Yin Noble date selection formation and the instructions to use it. Now this is going to be the last one probably that I'm going to do for date selection. There are literally hundreds of different types of date selection, but most of them are very minor. And there is a lot of overlap between the date selection formations and these same type of things. They're called stars in the Batsa. But there's a lot of things that aren't terribly important in the Batsa. And there's over 100 different types of stars in the Batsa. So, and you will, as I get to that, you will see the overlap between the two. Now, there are some date selection things that have nothing in the Batsa, and there are some Batsa stars that have nothing in the date selection. So it's fairly complicated. And I'm sticking to the stuff that's important and that I can actually find real information about. So the Yin Noble is a good date selection formation to use for Yin activities, as the name suggests. So basically, Yin activities are associated with health and relationships, and so this gives you an idea of where you should be looking. It is, in general, better to find assistance from women or men who are in carrying positions. Doctors, nurses, psychologists, people like this. And it tends to work slightly better for women, even if the men that they are or women that they are interacting with are not necessarily in carrying positions. It just works slightly better for them because it's yin and women are also yin in nature. Now the Yin Noble, again, has an unusual pattern in its subsector location. It's based on the year stem, and if you look at the Yin and the Yang Noble together, their locations make more sense, but it's still quite unusual. So here is the table. And again, this comes from a Japanese website, but they give a table in Chinese, so I can actually read it. And this tells you where these things are located. And it agrees with a couple other websites too. Now, this year, we are, again, a Yang wood dragon year, because dragons are Yang. And so this is the Ox sector. And that's in Northeast 1. Fortunately, Northeast 1 is free of annual afflictions. So this sector is really good. You can use it for manifestation, and you can activate here if you choose to. You don't have to activate here if it's not a convenient place. There are 2 other places you can activate. You can either use your Heavenly Assistant Hour subsector or your Resident's Best sector. And that might happen if, let's say, an untimely month star makes Northeast 1 unusable for a given month. And that does occur. So you do keep track of this. Now, of course, the Yin Noble is in the Northeast 1 every single day of the year, but not necessarily is every day a good day to use this. So you have to look at the day properties. One of the best days to use this is the Precious Light Day. And this is under the yellow and black belt system. And this helps you see things more clearly. So these are the days, these are the days that during each one of these solar months that the precious light will occur, because this is the way the yellow and black belt system works. So the first month that I'm going to show will be a horse month, and so this will be on an ox day. And it happens to be in an ox location just this particular month, but next month it will be a goat month, and it'll be the rabbit days that will have the precious light. So this tells you the timing within a month. Now you still have to look at the day properties, the other day properties, because there'll be some days that are very bad and some days that are very good. So of course, no matter what, you have to avoid clash days. And that's basically everybody's year, anybody you're interacting with, let's say if it's relationships, you really should be careful with everybody's year and the working adults month clashes, simply because when things go wrong in a career, that often leads to trouble at home. So uh, this is why this is important for relationships, even though the month has to do with your career. Now, it depends on what your, if it is concerning health or relationships, it depends on who it is. If it's a relationship, then you really have to be careful about the day, both you and your spouse or your significant other, and and that's true of health also. If that is your worry, and it's your spouse you're worried about. If it's your kids that you're worried about, then um, you worry about your hour. You don't worry about your kids' hour because you don't represent in your kids' chart. You are not the hour. You are the year. So, but in your chart, your kids represent your hour. So you have to look at your hour and just worry about your kids' year. Now, of course, you can always manifest, and you should. And in this case, it's in the Ox, the Northeast 1 subsector, for this year. And after that, you should take some action if most of the day properties are positive. So here you would be looking at assistance for problems you have, especially with women, or more gentle men, men that are not very masculine or very macho. That would not work if a man is too macho, or a woman actually is too macho. This is not who you want to look for. Um, Basically, this is also very good for learning something new to help you communicate better or to improve your health. And again, you're putting in extra time compared to the other days, because if you're having problems, I hope that you're already looking for answers and you just put in extra time on these days. Now, starting a new endeavor, like a diet or starting counseling, is also a good thing if you have a good or an excellent Donggong day property. So this is something new. And you have to have good Donggong day properties for this to give you a good outcome. So that's basically it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope this was informative. And please feel free to either email me here or leave a comment if you have any questions. Thank you again for watching.